What's up guys? I'm Aaron from French and Languages, and in this video I want to talk about the two vowel sounds that can be a little bit tricky to master if you're an English speaker learning Spanish, or basically any other language. And this information will also be really useful if you're learning English, so it goes both ways. But not like that. The two vowels are O and E. And they're really only tricky because you might not notice the little nuances in the vowel sounds in English unless you're paying really close attention. But fortunately, once you do, it's a really easy fix, and it's going to go a long ways towards helping you sound more natural in Spanish or in whatever language you're learning. Now, before we go any further, I have to say that if you're watching this video because you're expecting to sound exactly like a native speaker, just give up now. Because, spoiler alert, it ain't gonna happen. But what you can do is get really good at pronunciation. And you can progress to a level where you'll still have an accent, but it will not stop people from understanding what you're trying to say. That's a realistic goal. So now let's get into the details. A lot of the confusion comes from spelling. Because, for example, we spell the English word no in exactly the same way that we spell the Spanish word no. But if you've seen my Linguistics 101 video series, you know that orthography and spelling are completely useless when we're trying to do a linguistic analysis of a language. And they can be actually harmful when we're trying to improve our pronunciation. That's because spelling systems don't accurately represent the sounds that we speak. The English alphabet has 5 vowels. But spoken English has something like 14 different vowel phonemes depending on the dialect. In Spanish, it is a little bit easier because the Spanish alphabet has 5 vowels and spoken Spanish has more or less 5 vowel phonemes. And these 5 vowels are relatively common among the world's languages. And again, I'm comparing English and Spanish in this video, but the same principles will basically hold true for most of the world's languages. Most of the vowels in spoken Spanish map pretty closely onto their English language equivalents, like a and a, u and u, e and e. But then we see these two diphthong phonemes in English, A and O. Now the word diphthong is a bit of an unfortunate name, and it has nothing to do with sandals or undergarments. That's what we call a phoneme that consists of 2 vowel sounds smushed together, like I, or ow, or oi. Now both Spanish and English utilize a number of diphthongs, but these 2 English diphthongs stand out because a non-native speaker of English might be tempted to pronounce them as monophthongs, and English speakers might be tempted to pronounce them as diphthongs when they should be pronouncing them as monophthongs in their target language. Just consider the way an American might pronounce the English phrase, "No way Jose," compared to a Spanish-speaking immigrant who would probably say, "No way Jose." The consonant sounds in these 2 pronunciations are mostly the same, but each speaker is pronouncing the phrase with the vowels from his own language. That's where the accent comes from. Now there's a subtle difference between O and O, or A and A, but it is enough to make your speech sound just a little bit off, and if you listen carefully, you should be able to hear it. If you liked the video, I would really appreciate a thumbs up, and if you're interested in more videos about linguistics and languages, be sure to subscribe. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys on my live stream this Friday.